in English on 98.0 Britop FM.
Senyonyi tells Museveni that it is high time to stop taking youth for granted. Senyonyi tells Museveni that it is high time to stop taking youth for granted. And Nabakoba orders for fresh land survey amid disputes in Chegegwa. And US slaps sanctions on M23 AFC leaders. A very good afternoon, our dear listener of 98.0 Britop FM radio, broadcasting in the heart of Chegegwa. Our news in detail, Marinaitwe, and the 26th of July 2024. It's only 1 minute past 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the day is Friday, starting with a big story. Leader of opposition, Joel Senyonyi, has responded to President Museveni's letter on demonstrations of the youth against corruption named March to Parliament. Mr. Senyonyi says it's high time the president stopped taking the youth for granted and listened to their cries instead of dismissing their protests against corruption. He warned the continuing to ignore and undermine the youth could see Uganda turn like countries like only showcase their grievances through protests. Senyonyi was addressing the media at the Nation Unity Platform offices at Makere Kavle after release of 10 party members on bail yesterday. Mitiana Municipality MP Francis Zake was among those released. He was arrested on Monday as he tried to forcefully access the Nation Unity Platform offices and charged with driving without permit, bad driving, among other cases. Former presidential candidate John Katumba has vowed to cause a tremendous change in Uganda following his first-time unsuccessful bid in 2021 general election. Katumba, who was the youngest candidate in the race, is optimistic that he will not cease his ambition of changing Uganda into a better state enjoyable for everyone. Katumba added that he and his supporters who believe in him decided to confront the situation at the time on grounds of what come may. The optimistic Katumba also disclosed that since 2021 he has been on the mission to register a political party, but up to now he is still chasing for this mission. He also added that everyone is working for the country but not for selfish interests as they may think. He equally emphasized that they have initiated the National Revival Coalition to make Uganda great, a collective responsibility for all. The Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Ms. Judith Nabakoba, has ordered a new boundary opening on disputed land in the parishes of Chigorani, Migongwe, Mujambura and Kisoira in Migongwe Sub-County, Chegegwa District and parts of Chenjojo District. The context land in Chigorani Parish is registered under leasehold of 49 years, encompassing more than 2,000 households. It was formerly owned by the cooperative company Mawino under the later Crescent Moirumubi Baguma. Following his dismiss, the property passed to a woman who then transferred the land title into her name. During a subsequent survey, portions of the land originally owned by the residents were incorporated into her ownership. Local leaders expressed concerns that since 2022, residents have lived under the threat of eviction despite an agreement reached that year. Ms. Nabakova said after organizing themselves and setting the date when this exercise will kick off, she expected a report in 1 week to establish exact facts on this land. Ms. Nabakova directed that during the first survey, the surveyor will collaborate with the District Security Committee led by a resident district commissioner to open boundaries. Another land dispute exists in Migongwe Parish, where about 90 households from the villages of Chijara and Chakabamba are also in the same affect. This conflict involves the National Forest Authority, with the residents accused of encroaching on the government land. She assured the residents that following President Museveni's directive to all RDCs and resident city commissioners nationwide, no one is expected to evict people. The Prime Minister, Robin Nabanja, has reiterated the government's stance on eviction individuals encroaching on wetlands across the country, Uganda. Nabanja emphasized that the government will continue to take action against those exploiting wetlands for their businesses. And Robin Nabanja, in her voice, explains this in detail.
You may be aware that the President has taken a firm stand on wetland protection and instructed NEMA to take action against the encroachers. And I'm telling you, no one will be spared, because we are giving him all the necessary support as cabinet. So those who are tampering with our wetlands, say what?
Nabanja was speaking at the launch of the Green Industry Agenda 2025-2026, 2035-2036, aimed at encouraging industrialists to lead in the environmental conservation and pollution reduction. The agenda, designed by the Uganda Manufacturers Association, seeks to reduce the carbon footprint of Uganda's industrial sector, increasing resource efficiency, transition to net zero emissions across value chains, and support green policy research. Nabanja said that despite the advantages that came within the industrialization, it came with the adverse effects on climate change, necessitating alternative practices. Currently, Uganda has over 8,000 registered industries, according to Minister Nabanja. She added that the Green Industry Initiative will not only combat climate change but also create jobs in the renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and eco-friendly manufacturing. She adds more on this.
There is a potential of the green industry to create new jobs and economic opportunities, particularly in areas such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and eco-friendly manufacturing. This is not only good for the economy, as it supports the country to produce the necessary products, with over 25.4% as industrial contribution to the economy, but it also employs over 1.8 million Ugandans.
You're still listening to 98.0 Britop FM radio frequency on your radio set, and those are getting us on YouTube Live is Britop FM 98.0. Those are following us on other social media handles is 98.0 Britop FM radio set, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. On the international scene, the United States government has slapped sanctions on Bertrand Bisimwa, president of the March 23 and Congo River Alliance, Flu Congo coordinator, Cornel Nanga Yubelo for declaring war against the Democratic Republic of Congo government. In a statement released yesterday by the United States Ambassador to DRC Congo, Bisimwa and Nanga are sanctioned together with the Colonel Charles Sematama, a commander and the deputy military leader of Twirwaneho, a military group operating in South Kivu but affiliated to AFC. The three rebel leaders are accused of perpetuating political instability and deadly conflict by the exacerbating humanitarian crisis in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. In response to the sanctions, Samatama released a statement today arguing that some sanctions are laughable because he has no business with the United States since he stays in the DRC Congo. Nanga, who is a former DRC Congo's Independent National Electoral Commission president, also released a statement arguing that the sanctions will not shake them in their noble struggle for the national recovery. And of our news on this lovely afternoon. Have a blessed day and have a blessed weekend. But Katumba is back. Katumba is back in the race. Good afternoon.
That was the news in English on 98.0 Break Up FM.